So for this project, I actually took a clip of my snowman that I created, the resin snowman, and printed it out on paper. And then I went ahead and traced around it with regular chalk, just regular kids chalk. And then I filled it in with white paint. I'm not a very good freehand painter, so that's why I needed a little template. I don't know if you guys are like that or not, but if I can do this, you guys can do this. Trust me. After I did the white, I started doing some snowflakes, some real simple snowflakes, and this one, next one I do real slow so you can see how I did it. But anybody can draw these snowflakes. They're real easy. And after I did the snowflakes, then I went ahead and painted the hat black. And then I did a little bit of shading on the snowman. And actually on this snowman that I ended up doing, the Mod Podge one, once I put the glass on, you couldn't see it. But on the resin one, because the resin makes the glass so much clearer, you could actually see the shading through it. So if you're doing the Mod Podge one, I would, you don't have to bother with the shading because you can't see it. So the glass that I'm using in this video is a glass plate and cup that I've broken up myself. I pick up different pieces of glass from garage sales, thrift stores, smash it up. If you don't want to break up your own glass, you can buy glass on Amazon. They actually sell tempered glass and they sell it as fire glass. And they have multiple colors of it that you can pick up. You can order on Amazon, I should say. If you are going to break up your own glass, the chunkier the glass is, the better off. So the real thin plates or thin glass vases, you're better off staying away from. You're better off using the chunkier glass. So anyway, I put this all over the snowman, and then I have some red glass from a previous project that I'm going to use for his scarf. And I cut it up by using this tool with the red handle called a snipper. And it's used to cut glass. I originally purchased it to cut stained glass, but you can cut any kind of glass with it, and some people also use it to cut small tiles. So once I get his scarf all set to my likings, I next use some iridescent black silvery transparent glass. It was a bowl I picked up from a garage sale and broke it up, and I'm using that to cover his hat with. After I'm done with that, I start going through a bunch of little stones to make the buttons in his eyes and his mouth. And these little stones you can pick up at Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's, all the different craft places have them. Next, I start going through my orange glass to find a carrot-like nose, and although I have a lot of orange glass, the piece that I want is not orange. So what I use to color it with is some tangerine orange Krylon stained glass spray paint. Stained glass spray paint from Krylon is very translucent, and it's good to spray glass with. There's multiple colors, and it works really good on glass. And like I said, it stays translucent. One of my first videos that I did was on Krylon stained glass and sea glass spray paint. And I have examples of all the different colors that it comes in if you want to take a look at it. It's one of my first videos. I put a little white dot in the center of his eyes and then put the glass back in place, and we're ready for the Mod Podge. I use gloss Mod Podge, and what I do is I put it in a measuring cup. I use I don't remember, I think it was a 1/4 cup of Mod Podge to a 1/4 cup of water. So it's a half and half solution, whatever I ended up using. And then I spoon it over the entire project. I start with the glass, and you have to really saturate the glass good. Don't worry that you're putting too much on. You can't put too much on. Just make sure everything is covered really good. It's going to be leaking out on the sides and the bottom and all over the place, but just keep on putting it on. And I believe I used the whole thing by the end of it. Let it sit there for a minute, and then use your brush. And I put it up on some cups so that it doesn't, because when it dries, it'll stick to the paper that you have it on. So you really have to have it on some cups so that the stuff drips down over onto the paper and it won't stick to it. And I just keep on putting it on. I pour it over the flour. I tip it to let some of it drain and keep on brushing it around. Now, if you use full strength Mod Podge, it does show brush marks, but this half strength Mod Podge, I have not seen any brush marks at all. And you have to take a good 5 minutes or so and work with it and keep on brushing it around and kind of tip it so that it comes out. And what I did for the very bottom was I used full strength Mod Podge where it shows I have the snow painted, because I'm going to put the confetti, tube confetti on it. And last time that I used tube confetti, it didn't, I mean, it just wasn't as covered as it was with the resin. So that's why I decided to put full strength Mod Podge on the bottom. I thought maybe the confetti would stick to it better. It does stick with the half strength, but not as well as with the full strength. And then I put some of the confetti around to make it sparkly. And I had a branch, and I dug through a bunch of different branches to find some arms for him. And then he was done. So the tube confetti you can find up at the Dollar Tree. They have it in a package with 3 different colors, and it comes out right around Christmas time. So now's the time to get it. Now I let them dry for 24 hours and then checked them, but there was still a little bit of white that you could see in the hat area. So I let it dry for a couple more days, and that totally disappeared. And it was, you could see the black through it. It was translucent. Okay, so here's my Mod Podge snowman. I think he turned out real cute. What do you guys think? I think he glistens. And the tube confetti that I added around here, I think it really adds to the shine. And watch this. It's on there solid. So it really holds. It really does the trick. So the main difference between the resin one and the Mod Podge one, I think, well, of course the resin one is shinier, but the resin one, the resin makes the glass more transparent. Can you see the difference? And I think it holds on to the tube confetti better. But although there looks like there's quite a bit of coverage there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.